Morning everybody, this is Big Frank at Big Frank's World. Today we're going to start a new series, multi-video, kind of a build series for a fire trailer for my property. I don't have a big piece of property, I have 3.5 acres, but I have no fire suppression equipment. I am on a well, so if my power goes down, I have no way to fight any fire short of hooking up a generator to my house, which I do have a switch for, and I can do that as long as power lines and stuff are still good. I have some equipment. I've just bought some stuff. We're going to take a look at the stuff that I got for it. I'm still amassing some stuff for it. This video will probably be things that I'm picking up for it and kind of how I'm going to do it, and we'll take a look at some of that stuff. And we'll go from there. Stick with us. Okay, so far this is what I've gotten to get the project started. So I went down to Harbor Freight and I bought one of their 1-inch clear water pumps. Has a 79cc Predator motor on it. I've never owned one of these before, but I have some friends that have them. They say they've been flawless, so I'm hoping I have the same experience. I do buy a lot of stuff from Harbor Freight. Sometimes it's good and sometimes it's not. Good thing about it is they pretty much take everything back if it doesn't work. So got that. Hasn't even had any oil or anything in it yet. And then amassed some 1-inch fire hose and nozzle, and this is a fitting. This fitting here is this is the 1-inch pipe thread that will actually go on here if we need it to, the outlet. And then on this side is a garden hose style fitting. So if we want to go straight garden hose, we can do that right over here on this outlet and straight out with a garden hose. Or probably more than likely what I'll do is I'll use the 1-inch fire hose. I believe this is 100 foot. It doesn't look that long, but I believe the person I got it from said it was 100 foot. And then just a 1-inch nozzle. Try to keep everything kind of 1 inch going through. That way I have a lot of volume if I want it, and I can turn it down if I need to. Yeah, so luckily enough I have a neighbor that was kind enough to chase me down some 1-inch fire hose. And this fitting was a little tough to find. I believe you can get them on Amazon. I didn't look really close for this because I was looking for some other stuff, which we'll talk about here in a minute. But I believe these are available. And I didn't think this was pipe thread. When I went down to the irrigation supply guy yesterday and we tried a galvanized pipe thread belt on this piece here, which is basically the same thread, it would not screw on there. But this one goes right on. I can put a garden hose, or I can put any kind of squirter water head on there that I need to, that has a garden hose finish. So that's why that's there. As well as I'm going to do some other stuff to keep this pump from getting hot. So we'll get to that when we get to that point. But for now, this is the kind of stuff that we're going to do on this video. I'm going to take you outside and show you some other stuff that I got for it. And we'll go from there. Okay, sort of a mess back here. It's kind of my catch-all behind the garage. But this old trailer I picked up when I was working construction. And I used it for a trash trailer for a long time. And then eventually excuse me, a few years ago I got a dump trailer, so I haven't used it, and it's just been sitting back here. It's pretty rough looking, but everything did work on it when I parked it here, all the lights and everything. It doesn't look like much, but this thing is crazy solid and crazy heavy duty, even though it's a single axle. The guy that built this was a prison guard up at the Susanville prison, and the prisoners built this, and most of the metal came from bomb cases that bombs came in from the army depot up there, and then the prisoners built this trailer for him, and it's pretty heavy duty. He used to haul a tractor on this trailer, so I know it's heavy duty. It's going to get this tote right here on it. That's a 330 gallon tote, so we're talking about 8 times 3 is 27. We're talking about almost 3,000 pounds of water, and then the engine, the little motor, which weighs hardly anything, and then some other stuff's going to go on there, and it'll sit here on the property, and we'll have it for fire suppression, or if the neighbors have a fire or something, we can hook it up and chase it down over there and help them out. So I think it's going to be an asset for us. So this tote here, the biggest problem is finding the right fittings to get this to come out and adapt it down into like a 1-inch pipe thread. So basically I think I found the right fitting for that. There's 3 or 4 different thread types that they put on these. I was told this was a coarse thread, so I got an adapter coming, and I actually got it on Amazon, and I'll try to put a link down for these parts that I have purchased, so you can chase them down if you're interested. This is a coarse thread according to what I've been told, and I've got an adapter that should screw on there and come out with a 1-inch pipe thread adapter, and it's going to be plastic, which is not my first choice, but it is what it is. Pretty tough to get any kind of brass or galvanized, especially with this. So we'll make it work. And then I need to source some hard line that comes from here, and it's going to come out 1-inch hard plastic line, and go into the pump. And it'll have to be 1 inch or 1 1/4, because that's what's going into the pump. So still a few parts to get. I'm going to actually run a line off the pump and come back out and come back either in the lid here, or probably just put a hole here, drill a hole here, and have a water hose that comes back in here. And the reason why I want to do that is to trickle some water back out of the pump and back into the container, so the pump always has cooler water. If you let the pump run without running water through it, it can cavitate and then burn up the pump. So I believe Harbor Freight Predator says no more than 10 or 15 seconds running without without water in it. So even with water in it, you don't want it run very long. The water will get hot, and it'll turn to steam, and then it'll cavitate, and it can ruin the impeller. So anyway, that's the tote we're going to use. It's brand new. Bought it from a company that does like a farm company. Had avocado oil in it, so I'm not worried about, didn't have any diesel fluid or any kind of stuff like that in it. So it's nice and clean, brand new. I think it's a 1-tripper, so it's been used once, and then we bought them. You can buy them there. And then my old trailer, and that's where we're at right now. So probably late this week or early next week, when I have a day, I'm going to get this cleaned up, pull it out. I'm probably not going to even paint the trailer or do anything. I mean, there's no real reason to do it. It's probably never going to leave the property or go very far anyway, so I don't really care that it looks kind of rough. Get it out here, and I need to utilize this area for something else anyway, get these weeds cut down, and once I get this out of here, I can get this cleaned up, and eventually I'm gonna put some road base in here and do something useful with this piece of property. So all right, I think that's going to be it for today. Stay tuned, when we will have the build video, and I'll get the rest of the parts coming, and we'll get the build video going. So, all right. Hey, like and subscribe. If you see something here that you like, please subscribe to our channel. We do a lot of different things, as you may have seen. We do a lot of squirrel shooting videos, but it's Big Frank's world, so I do all kinds of stuff and try to record some stuff that I do, and in hopes that it can help somebody else get started. I know YouTube has been really good for me, finding out how to do stuff, and so anyway, hopefully it'll help you. If nothing else, if you don't want to subscribe, please like and hit that notification button. Well, I'm not sure whether you got the end of that video, part of the video, but my phone was my GoPro was doing weird things. I think it shut off or started another video or did some kind of weird deal. So anyway, we're pretty much done. But stick with us. We're going to have the rest of these videos coming out. It might be a while because I'm really busy, and as I build the thing, I'll get things going and have some other videos, and hopefully it'll, like I said before, hopefully it'll help somebody build their own video or their own trailer, and give them some ideas and that sort of thing. All right, thanks for sticking around. Talk to you later.